you stepped into that world then and worked with Nee?
No.
No.
So she was the competitor.
Okay, so how did it then manifest to Regina and people like that? How did you get to know?
Yeah, so I suppose I was working in Potterton's then for about 2.5 years, maybe 3 years actually. Just the time just is all muddled in together. And then I was at an iPav event, and I got talking. I actually got sat. It was like a gala dinner.
Okay.
And I was sat at a table with Regina beside me.
Right.
And
did you know Regina?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't know her. I seen her like clips online, and I thought she was very good and very, very interesting. But this was shortly after I'd won the competition, and she had recognized me through that, really.
Okay.
And we got chatting.
So you kind of knew of each other.
We knew, yeah,
because of social media.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we just got talking, and we just had a very similar personality, I would say, and just would go and do something if we said we were going to do it.
Yeah.
And I found it really interesting, and we got talking, and that's how I met Regina. And then she then said to me, "Oh, would you be interested in selling prime property in London?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I never even crossed my mind, like never even crossed my mind." Like I'm a farmer from Meath. I was happy doing that, and I was very happy in the job I was in. So I didn't really pay it much heed. I kind of said, yeah, I would think about it. And she mentioned Sean Barrett, and she said that she thinks it'd be a great fit. And I said, well, really appreciate that. I'll definitely keep it in the back of my head. And then I really just went back to my job in Navan and didn't really think much more of it until I did.
So it took you just to kind of leave it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Carry on with your day job.
Yeah.
And then what was the trigger point?
There was no real trigger point.
Okay.
I suppose... Well, actually, no, I suppose there was a trigger point.
Normally something that gives you a little nudge.
Yeah. So I have an uncle in Chicago.
Okay.
And I had visited him for 2 summers in a row. And I really liked Chicago as a city. And I was like, okay, this is really something I want to do.
A bigger place.
Big city.
Big city.
Yeah.
I've never been to Chicago.
Really, I would highly recommend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's an excuse, Ollie. We're going to interview some agents in Chicago. We need to add that to our list.
I could actually hook you up with a few.
Could you?
I could.
There you go. We're in.
Yeah.
We're in. This is how life works.
Yeah, that's it.
So that thought process connected with your conversation with Regina.
Yeah, so...
Had you spoken to Sean at that point?
Sean Barrett? No.
So she sort of said, you'd be really good at this. You thought, okay, that's nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Back to your day job. Chicago made you think, oh, hang on, I like the idea of a big city. And, an experience in that.
Exactly.
Field.
My uncle is a property developer over in Chicago. And I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe I can come over here and sell his houses. And I was looking into moving to America, but the visa situation is fairly tricky. And I just had it in my head that I wanted to do something while I'm young, because if I don't do it now, I'll never do it.
Okay.
And then I'll end up being 30 and I'll be like, oh, I'm very happy where I am. Great job. But I never got to do the things that maybe I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So then America was looking a bit grim, wasn't going to be happening. And then I was still working in Potterton's and I was very happy what I was doing. But there was a thought in my mind that I kind of wanted, an itch that needed scratching. And I just said, you know what, I'll have a call with Sean Barrett and see what happens from it. And I went in very on the fence, I would say. It would have taken a lot to move me from where I was. But after speaking with him, I really seen his vision, and
so he shared his vision.
Isn't that
interesting?
Yeah.
I think a lot of time when someone talks to a new prospect about joining the business, or even a new prospect as a client, we very rarely share the vision. And I think agents forget that actually the vision of someone's move is their vision, your vision of how you deliver that, and that outcome to a customer is where you connect.
Yes.
And it's the same when you're looking to bring somebody in. There's got to be a vision of some description.
Yeah.
So Sean shared that with you.
Yeah. I think he was very progressive.
Tell us more.
I just really liked how his kind of outlook on life was just go and do it. And if it works, it works. But like what he was doing was progressive, and he wanted always to level up the game. And I suppose not running down Ireland at all, but I would say Ireland is a very, what would you say? Not stuck in their ways really, but
I think
adverse to some sort of changes in some ways.
So the vision was something, the way he felt that he was very progressive.
Yes.
Was the bit that you really connected with.
Yeah, and I think it was something that was totally different to what I was used to. Okay. And I love doing stuff that's out of my comfort zone. I like, if I say I'm going to do it, I just try it. And if it's wrong, I really don't care. Obviously, everyone has some sort of perception that they'd like to withhold, like, or upkeep with themselves. No one wants to make a fool of themselves. But at the same time, if I made a decision and the decision ended up being wrong, I wouldn't care at all.
Okay.
So I was more than willing to take what Sean was saying. I lined with his vision, and I said, look, you know what, this guy is impressive. I think he's onto something, and from what I can learn from him, I think it'll stand to me in my career.
Well, it's not done you too bad. So let's talk about when did you move to London?
So at the start of this year.
The start of this year?
Yeah.
Tell us about that kind of just before.
Yeah.
Like you'd made the decision.
Yeah.
You're small town?
Yeah, small town. Yeah.
To London.
Yeah, big change.
Tell us about Sean in December coming up to the big move.
Like thinking, what am I doing? Yeah, I was honestly very close to backing out of it.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, like I suppose it obviously was a big decision. I had a very comfortable job. I was very comfortable in it and very happy in it as well. And I was kind of thinking, like, why am I throwing all this away for something that's unknown?
And did people around you,
my family,
give you the same kind of feeling?
Yeah, like they definitely,
they're trying to protect you, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
Secure.
Like they were definitely adding to my fears. Yeah.
It tends to be the case.
Yeah. So I think now I just really I don't really say too much to them anymore. If I have an idea in my head, I'll just keep it to myself and then do it. And then they have to keep along with it.
So you're sitting there in December. You got to Christmas.
Yeah.
It's getting closer.
Obviously then Christmas time with your family, the crack is great. You're going out with your friends. You're having a few drinks. It's great in Ireland at Christmas.
And your thought process then is,
why am I leaving? Yeah.
Was it then when you started to think?
No, not even. And then I met my now girlfriend.
You only met just there? Because what's her name? Sorry.
Sinead.
She's lovely.
Yeah, lovely girl.
And supportive.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
So you just met?
We just met before Christmas. And that really
that was the
final nail in the coffin. Yeah, so then I was like hell bent on London. Like I was like, okay, I'm going, doing my own thing. This is my career.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. And then all like the family thing took over then around that time. Then Sinead, everything was hitting. And I was just like, oh my God, like what am I doing? Am I moving or what's going on?
Did it feel a bit like, is someone telling me not to go?
Maybe, yeah. But
because all these things were like, come on, stay. Stay.
Yeah.
But you kept going.
I kept going because I had made my decision and I just wanted to stick to that. Whether it was right or wrong.
Respect to that, by the way.
I wanted to make it. I wanted to do it for myself.
Yeah.
I felt I owed it to myself.
Yeah.
And then the move itself was great. Like I'm an independent person. I like being alone. I love family time as well, but I like doing my own thing as well. And I think when you're outside of the whole noise, you can really lock in and focus.
So you got on the plane.
Yeah.
You're taking off.
Yeah.
Ryanair.
Oh yeah.
Ryanair is probably one of the only ones that fly. Aer Lingus as well.
Aer Lingus as well.
You flew into where? Where did you go?
So the first time I went over to Stansted, which was a complete nightmare.
Was it?
Nightmare. Because I'm in Southwest, like Fulham, Chelsea.
Yeah. So
I'm right outside Stamford Bridge. So I had to literally go through the whole of London to get to my apartment.
Taxi?
Some of the way, and then I got I got the Stansted Express into London, and then
it's easy enough, isn't it?
3 different tube lines.
Yeah, that's where it gets complicated.
Yeah.
So you got there and then you started.
Yeah, and then I started and went into so our office is in Twickenham.
Yeah, nice.
Which is only about 20 minutes from where I live. Really nice area, and got started really straight away. And I would say it was a big contrast to Ireland from the get-go, really. Largely probably down to the market.
Nice. Nice. And then tell us a little bit about that feeling of this is all very new, and where were you at in that sort of space?
Yeah, I was really excited, to be honest. I was excited to learn, excited to get going. Probably also, I'd be very hard on myself. I'd always try to, like, I suppose, I'd always try to get ahead in life. I've always tried my best.
Yeah.
And at that stage in my life, I was very much like, okay, I'm after making this move and I feel like I'm starting
again
at the bottom.
Yeah.